Hey guys, so for today's video, I'm going to be painting Gumball and Darwin from the Amazing World of Gumball. So to start off, I'm taking the black from Ball Pit, and I do 2 coats of this on the pinky nail, the pointer nail, and the thumbnail. And I do cure each coat for 60 seconds. And then for the middle and ring nail, which are the 2 nails that I'm going to paint Gumball and Darwin on, I'm using Spiked Lemonade, and I do 2 coats of this, curing each coat for 60 seconds. And I chose to do Spiked Lemonade for the background because yellow is kind of like a recurring color, like for the background of anything when it comes to the Amazing World of Gumball. Also, like a black kind of like spacey galaxy type of background is also another background that kind of shows up a lot, especially in the title sequence. That's like the main background there, and that's why I did the black nails, because I am going to do this like glitter polish on top of it to kind of give that like galaxy space type of feel to it. This is the glitter polish that I am using for that. So I just apply 1 coat of that to all the black nails and cure that for 60 seconds. I really wanted the bases of the nails to kind of be on theme with the show and everything, so that's kind of why I did the backgrounds the way that I did. Also, for the black nails, I was going to, like on the pinky and the pointer, I was going to do like the rainbow that you see on like the title or the logo for the Amazing World of Gumball. I was going to like have that kind of spread across those 2 nails, and then on the thumb I was going to like do the logo or like the title of the Amazing World of Gumball, but I ended up not doing that because I was not into doing this set. I am going through a really bad bout of creator's block, and it was actually a huge struggle to do this set. but I'll get to that in a minute. So I'm wiping all of the nails off with some alcohol to remove the sticky layer, like I always do whenever I do nail art. And I wiped them all off because, like I said, there was supposed to be a design on those black nails as well, but ended up not being any design. And after I get those all wiped off, I'm going in with the sketching gel from Ball Pit and just sketching my outlines of Gumball and Darwin on the nails. And I'm using a 9mm liner brush to do this. This is the Deadly Detailer from Nails by Dev, which was a limited edition brush, and I'm pretty sure it's all sold out, so you can't get that anymore. But she does have a 9mm brush on her website. Ball Pit also has a 9mm brush that I do use as well. I kind of use them interchangeably. I will say the Nails by Dev one is a little bit thinner than the Ball Pit one, but they both work pretty much the same. I will say I do like the Nails by Dev one for trying to get the smaller or like thinner lines. But you can also get like thin lines with the Ball Pit one as well. Or you can use, whatever brand of what are they called? Nail art brushes, liner brushes that you want. So I'm just going in, getting my outline done. I will say this took me a long time. I had to redo Gumball probably like 3 or 4 times before I was happy with how he was looking. I didn't put all of those attempts in the video to, spare you guys from having to watch me redo Gumball a million times. Also to keep the length of the video down a little bit. This video is also sped up quite a bit. I think it's like 2 times sped up because I was going really slow and it was taking me a long time to do this. So the video was super long, and to shorten the length a little bit, I did speed it up to 2 times speed, times 2 speed, whatever. So anyhow, like I said, let me backtrack a little bit here. After I got the outline completely done, I did go ahead and cure for 60 seconds. I personally, whenever I'm like doing my sketches, I don't cure at all until I'm completely done, just in case I do mess up the proportions or like where things are supposed to be. Then that way it's not already cured on and I have to like try and file it off. I can just wipe it off easily and fix it. But if you're more comfortable flash curing in between every now and then, when you feel like you need to flash cure, then you can obviously flash cure. But I personally don't like to do that because I do tend to mess up a lot with like proportions and like spacing things and like where things should be placed. So that's why I like to wait to do my curing until after it's completely done. But like I said in the beginning, I am struggling real bad with like creator's block, also burnout. Like I just feel super burnt out and like I'm not really having a whole lot of fun doing all of this anymore, or at least right now. I'm not gonna say anymore because like I do still really like doing nail art and I like filming it and I like sharing it with you guys, but like right now, I don't know, I'm just not I'm not feeling it right now, which is crazy because I've been doing this for I think this year will be 3 years. October will make 3 years of me doing YouTube. I mean, I've been doing nail art way longer than that. I've been doing nail art since like middle school. But when it comes to like YouTube and stuff, I've only been doing it for about 3 years. And this is the first time that I am experiencing burnout, which kind of feels weird to me because like I've never felt that when it came to like doing nail art, but also like I said, I've only been doing YouTube for 3 years, so I think that kind of that's kind of playing into it a little bit, because filming videos and editing them and uploading them and then doing all the other content that you have to do along with it, like I also do like reels and TikToks. I mean, it's basically I'm just posting like basically all the same stuff across YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram, but like it's a little bit different, you know, like the shorts compared to like the long form videos and whatever. It takes a lot. It takes a lot of time and energy, and I think I'm not tired of it. I'm just kind of, I don't know. I think I've kind of lost the plot a little bit. Because like at the beginning of my channel, I was doing whatever I felt like doing, which I was really enjoying, you know, just doing kind of whatever. I wasn't really keeping up with trends or anything because, to be quite honest, I am not really a huge fan of like many trends that go around within the nail community. So I wasn't really trying to keep up with the trends. I was just, you know, having fun, doing whatever I wanted to do. And somewhere along the way, I noticed I've started to fall more into doing the trends that are going around, or like, I don't know, trying to do designs that other people like because they, you know, fit in with everything that's trendy and all of that, and not really doing a whole lot of things that like I want to do. These are all the colors that I'm using for Darwin here. I think it's all like ball pit colors. I think there's a Nails by Dev one. I think there's a couple Nails by Dev colors actually, but for the most part they're all ball pit colors. But anyhow, like I said, I just kind of feel like I started doing more stuff that I feel like other people would like, because I think I ended up getting a little bit caught up in trying to grow my channel and like kind of quickly grow it and you know, get all the subscribers that I needed and all the watch hours and whatever that I needed to try and monetize my channel. I mean, I've hit the subscriber mark a long time ago. I'm nowhere near the watch hours mark. But I was so focused on doing that to try and monetize my channel that I kind of stopped doing the things that I really like to do and like the things that I really want to do. Also, I feel like here on YouTube, like what people like on YouTube is a lot different than what I feel like people like on Instagram. I feel like on Instagram, more people like to see the super like artsy, like non-wearable kind of nails, you know, like the ones that are just for show and just to like, you know, show off your skills and like the things that you can do when it comes to nail art. Where I feel like on YouTube, people like more of the like practical kind of nails, and like, I don't want to say basic because they're not all basic nails, but like, you know, the more simple designs, whereas on Instagram it's like the show pieces. Everybody likes the show pieces on, or like the competition type of nails on Instagram. And I feel like I could get away with doing like weird random stuff on Instagram a lot easier than I can on YouTube. And I feel like that's what I was doing at first, was just kind of doing weird random stuff, and then yeah, like I said, at some point I feel like I'm drifting farther and farther away from the things that I like to do and that I really want to do. I feel like I'm like trapping myself in like this box to make sure that I'm doing things that other people like instead of doing more of what I like. So I think that is also contributing to the burnout and not really being motivated, because I am trying to put myself into a box, and that was always something that I said that I wasn't going to do when I started this channel. I always said I wasn't going to put myself in a box of being like someone who just does 3D art, or someone who just does like, you know, the simple, easy, beginner-friendly sets, or someone who just does like character art or something. Like, I want to kind of do it all. In a way, I want to just kind of do things that I think are fun. And like, I like weird things. I like weird nails, weird designs, stuff that I feel like most people aren't really going to be into, because that's just me. Like, I like weird things, you know. And I think I've kind of been afraid to show that side of me. Like, I like weird things. I like things that don't make sense. I like chaos, and that's like how I like my nails. I mean, I feel like whenever I do my own nails, you kind of get to see that a little bit more of like the chaos and the weirdness, because I do my nails the way that I want them done and the way that I like them. So I don't really care, you know, to make them how other people would like. But like, whenever I'm doing something like this, where I'm just doing the press-ons or whatever, I do feel like I'm trying to cater more to other people, and I just feel like it's not working out for me anymore to do that. These are all of the colors for Gumbal. I did do a little color mixing. I had to mix the color for his nose as well as the color for his fur, and I did not mix up enough of the color for his fur, which I always recommend. If you have to mix up colors, always mix up more than what you think you're going to need. That way you don't have to try and mix up the same color again, because you're more than likely not going to be able to mix that exact same color. You could get it pretty close, but it's not going to be exact because you're not knowing exact measurements. You're just kind of going based off of, you know, what it looked like, how much you added beforehand, you know. And even then, it's like not exact. So I definitely recommend mixing up more than what you think you're going to need, rather than mixing less. But, you know, sometimes you end up, you know, miscalculating and end up not mixing enough, like I did for this nail. But, yeah, going back to the whole burnout situation, I just have not been feeling it lately. I mean, this set right here, this Gumball set, it took me 3 days to finish, because I did the base colors one day, decided I didn't want to work on it anymore, which painting the base colors on took me all of about 2 minutes to do. probably 5 at the most. And I stopped after that. Whenever I do nails, like, I'm super excited to do the nails and I get it all done in one day, I will sit there and paint nails for hours on end and do like multiple sets, film multiple sets all in one day. And it'll take me, a couple hours to do a set, an hour or two, depending on what I'm doing. When I'm doing my character art, it usually takes me a little bit longer, 2, 3, maybe 4 hours, depending on all the details going on the characters and what have you. I think that my strawberry shortcake one took the longest. Anyhow, but yeah, this set took me 3 days to do because I did the bases one day, and then I did the outlines, my sketches for Darwin and Gumbal the next day, and then got tired of doing that, didn't want to work on it anymore, and then I actually took a couple days in between doing the sketches and actually filling them in and painting them, and did that the last day, and I was really struggling to even sit down and do that. Like, this part right here where I'm painting them and like filling in the outlines and everything, it took me so long because I kept stopping and I just wasn't into it and I didn't want to do it, but I knew I needed to finish it, so I was also trying to go super fast and like try and get this done as quickly as possible. I will say this set is not my best work, honestly. I definitely rushed it. I could have taken a lot more time on it, but I was just not feeling it. I haven't been feeling it lately. So I don't know. I'm probably going to end up taking a bit of a break. So I can kind of regather like my thoughts, I guess, or like, just take a break, step back for a little bit, do some other stuff that I enjoy doing, and then, when I feel ready for it, come back to doing nail stuff, because I really hate this feeling of burnout when it's for something that I really enjoy doing. And I really enjoy doing this. I really love doing nail art and filming it and sharing it with you guys and sharing like my tips and tricks for doing things. But like I said, I'm just not feeling it here lately. I feel like you can probably tell in some of these videos that I'm just not feeling it, whether it be with my voiceover or even with the art that I'm doing, because I've edited some of my other videos that I filmed during this burnout, and to me they're not all that great. But anyhow, I think I'm gonna switch things up a little bit, and I mean, not too much really. I want to more so focus on doing things that I really enjoy doing, and like doing the weird stuff and like the chaotic nails, where there's like a whole lot going on, because I've said so many times that those are the kinds of nails that I like. I love when there's a lot of stuff going on. I love when there's all these different kinds of designs and like charms and all these rhinestones and like, I don't know, I just like nails with a lot of stuff on them. Maximalist, I cannot say that word. But maximum. I'm gonna stop trying to say it, but I think you kind of know what I'm trying to say here. That's like my style when it comes to nails. I mean, that's kind of my style for like home decoration as well. Like, I like super busy like home interior designs, I guess, like where they have like, you know, the walls are covered with all kinds of like pictures and artwork and wall decor, and then there's like, you know, all the different like crazy furniture and tables and chairs and lamps and stuff. Like, I like super busy, chaotic stuff like that. I also like really creepy stuff. So kind of like a mix of both, like chaotic, like super chaotic, creepy stuff. I don't know. So I kind of want to go more to doing that and like doing, you know, the things that I really enjoy doing. I'm sure there will be videos added in there of like, you know, stuff that other people would also enjoy. I mean, there are going to be people that enjoy, you know, whatever I do, but like I said earlier, I feel like I'm catering more to everybody else and less to myself, if that makes sense. So I don't know, I'm probably gonna do a little bit more chaos or chaotic nails here coming up. Also, I might switch up like my filming, or not my filming, my upload schedule a little bit. I know I've been doing 2 uploads a week, so Wednesday and Saturday. I started out only doing 1 a week, which was just Saturday, because when I first started, you know, I just kind of wanted to get the hang of things, figure things out, figure out my filming setup and like how to film and edit and do the voiceover and everything, and just kind of, you know, figure out my style of like videos and like how I want to go about filming and editing and what have you. So I did just stick with 1 upload a week until I got comfortable with that, and then I switched to doing 2 uploads a week. Can you hear my cat? If you can, I'm sorry. She's in the other room. I think, what time is it? Oh, yeah, it's time to feed them. But anyhow, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I might switch up my uploading schedule and go back to only doing 1 upload a week, because the kinds of nails that I like the most, they take a long time to do, which means with filming it, it's going to take probably twice as long, because I feel like filming always makes everything take twice as long as what it would if you weren't filming, because you got to make sure you're in frame, and you got to make sure you're in focus, and you got to make sure you're actually recording, which I forget to hit record all the time, and I mention it all the time in videos that I forget to record, and I'm always, you know, going out of frame and things are being out of focus. And so you like really got to pay attention to that, but then also sometimes you get so focused in what you're doing, you're not paying attention to the whole filming aspect of it. And so like I said, the kind of nail designs that I like, they tend to take a lot longer than what I've been doing recently. And with it taking longer to film, that means it's going to take longer to edit, because I'm going to have more footage to go through and, you know, shorten it to a reasonable length so I don't have, you know, all my videos being an hour long. While also still trying to keep in as much footage as possible so you guys can see like everything and see how to do different techniques and like designs and stuff. And like my editing, I do the most basic filming and the most basic editing that I feel like I could do when it comes to doing this, and it takes me so long to edit. Like, it takes me hours to edit, because you know, you gotta edit all of the clips and, you know, cut out stuff that needs to be cut out, or like, you know, speed up the video if it needs to be sped up because you're moving super slow. And then like you gotta add in if you have any like inspo pictures or videos, or like I'll insert whenever I have discount codes for stuff, and then doing the voiceover, which takes a long time to do, and then watching it through, making sure everything's good, choosing the music, the background music, which, I mean, technically don't have to add background music, but I don't know, I feel like it's weird if I don't have background music and you just hear me talking the entire time. I don't know. I mean, not everybody does the background music while they're talking. I think most people don't actually have background music playing while they're talking. I do, just because I prefer it that way. I mean, I have it super low, so you can't really hear it super loudly, but it's there. I think if you focus on it, you can really hear it, but I don't know. That's just my preference. But anyhow, takes a long time to do all that, and then on top of editing the video, long form video for YouTube, I also edit the short form videos for TikTok, Instagram. I've been trying to do shorts here on YouTube, but that is not my favorite thing to do. I low-key kind of hate uploading shorts here on YouTube. So, I don't know. I don't know if I'll keep doing that. I maybe might start doing like little previews before I upload a video. Like maybe the day before I upload a video, I'll do like a little preview of what video is coming up. I don't know. We'll have to see if I want to do all that or not. But all that to say, if I am going to start doing, you know, these super extravagant, well, I hope they're extravagant, they might just be a hot mess, because that does happen sometimes. But like these more detailed nails that I want to be doing, it's just gonna take a lot longer to edit, and I don't know if I'll be able to upload as much as I do if I'm doing these more time consuming designs. So I might have to take it down to only doing one video a week, or maybe I'll be able to do, I'll do fine and can, why did I use that top coat? It's been a while since I filmed this, and now I'm doing the voiceover. I don't remember using that top coat. I'm probably just used it because I want to get done with it. It's not my favorite top coat. Anyhow, I mean, the shine is fine. The shine is, it's very shiny. I just don't like the consistency of it. It's kind of thin. I don't like a thin top coat. But anyhow, top coating the nails. I cured everything for 60 seconds in between all the colors and whatever, and then, well, I flash cured in between switching colors. Then once I got it all painted, cured for 60, did the outline, cured for 60. Now I'm top coating, then I'll cure that for 60. Same old, you know. I forgot, it did, that top coat smudged the outline, which is so weird because that outline, that liner gel that I use, cures without a sticky layer. Like, it's a no wipe liner. So I don't know why it smeared. And I'm pretty sure it smeared a little bit on Darwin too somewhere. So I don't know what was going on there. But anyhow, yeah, I don't know. I might switch things up a little bit. Things might be different here in the near future. I don't know. It's all gonna depend on how I feel coming out of this burnout. But here is the finished result. It is not good. You can tell it's not my best work and that I was rushing. Lines are super shaky. You can't really tell on Darwin that he's kind of splotchy, but you can definitely tell on Gumball that he's kind of splotchy. I only did one coat of the orange on Gumball and Darwin, one coat of the blue on Gumball because I didn't have enough and I wasn't mixing anymore. It's harder to tell on Darwin because the yellow background kind of blends in, but the yellow background with the blue, you can really tell, and you can tell like where I didn't do very well filling all that in. So this set is kind of a hot mess, but that's really it. I don't know where things are gonna go from here, but I'll figure it out, I guess. But thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it.